Martina, the council's approaching for page 15.
Okay.
Ramirez, Joseph.
Hi, Frank.
All right, let's talk about Frank. He's starting his day with more than just a legal headache. This DWI hearing could turn serious fast. 6 months in jail.
How are you? You ready? Come on.
And a $2,000 fine. That's no small penalty. But keep in mind, this is just a probable cause hearing. The court isn't handing down a conviction yet. Now, let's look at the details. The officer used the horizontal gaze nystagmus test.
Good morning, Mr. Ramirez. Sir, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor. On April 17th, 2025, in Harris County, Texas, an officer observed a pickup truck change lanes without using a turn signal. The officer observed the vehicle change lanes twice prior to initiating the traffic stop. The officer approached and observed the defendant to be the driver and sole occupant of the vehicle. The officer noted a strong odor of alcoholic.
Okay, real talk. The HGN test, or horizontal gaze nystagmus, is often considered solid evidence in DWI cases, but it's not foolproof. Did the officer conduct it correctly? And what about that refusal to do other tests? Hang tight.
Beverage emitting from the defendant. The defendant was ID'd by his Texas driver's license. The defendant stated that he did not know how to provide proof of financial responsibility. As the defendant responded to the officer's questions, the officer noted an odor of alcoholic beverage emitting from the defendant's breath. Standard field sobriety tests were conducted. A 6 out of 6 was reported on the HGN, and the defendant stated that he could not perform the walk and turn or the one-legged stand. The DIC was read, and the defendant refused to.
That's the one where they follow your eye movements. It's often used in DWI cases, but it has to be done properly to count for much. And Frank reportedly refused to take other sobriety tests. That's something the court will definitely consider. Here's where it gets interesting. The officer claimed there was an odor of alcohol.
Provide breath or blood voluntarily. A blood warrant was obtained and the defendant's blood was drawn.
Yeah, may I respond?
Please.
Okay, first of all, Judge, the reason, it's not on there for some reason, but the reason he told the officer he can't do it because he had surgery to his back and to his knees. He can't do it. Secondly, there's no mention of any slurred speech, no bloodshot eyes, no swaying.
I was actually thinking about that as well. All you have is an odor of alcohol. Anything, there's no accident. It's just a turn. All we have is an odor.
But legally, that's not enough on its own. Smell has to be supported by other signs, like slurred speech or erratic driving. Without that, it's just suspicion, not proof.
No,
Is there anything else?
He was coming from a tattoo shop and the police
The
officer.
odor alone is insufficient.
Is he? No, he was coming from a tattoo shop.
Is he what?
He just had a tattoo. Police officer put on. That's just going to, that's the odor of alcohol because of the tattoo.
Come on, man.
He just has a tattoo that's put on.
I'm just
That's
saying,
just gonna be-
that's the
the
officer
odor.
actually asked him that question.
Come on, the little alcohol that you put on your skin, you tell me that?
I'm just saying,
I mean,
the officer actually asked him that question.
You're killing me, alcohol that you put on your skin, you tell me that?
Your Honor,
I don't know how it works.
the law structure does state
You're killing me, Smalls.
in evidence that Your there Honor, the is the law structure does state in evidence that there is emanating from the defendant's breath. A distinct odor of alcohol.
Yeah.
That's distinct odor we have before we initiate emanating from the defendant's breath.
Okay, that's not enough. All right, I'm gonna find no probable cause in your case, Mr. Ramirez. You know, we have enough death on our streets now. All right, I'm gonna find no probable cause in your case, Mr. Ramirez. You know, $40. We have enough death on our streets now. Get you a car wherever you want to go in this life. You know what I mean? $40. Use it. One button, please. We'll get you a car.